Oh boy. Look at the damage. Bent this whole plate. And these lines are supposed to pop off here and didn't. It's still pretty early for haying here because we're with Lake Superior's cold. When it's generally cool this time of year. We're a little bit behind most of the rest of the Midwest, but it's time to get equipment ready. And that starts with getting the haying equipment out, getting all your oil changes done, getting the tractor's filters changed or cleaned, and new fluids in. So first up is our 7330 New Holland disc bind mower. You can see the standard disc bar, cutter bar underneath, and behind it we've got, instead of roller crimpers, we've got flails. It's the flail mower. So you can see this drum turns and these hammers rough up the hay, and that enhances the drying. We found for regular grass this to be a very effective mower because we get faster dry down, which is really important in this climate. It's had an oil change, and the oil is down in the cutter bar underneath each of these little rotating drums which carry the blades. And you'll see this is the blade, and it moves back and forth at a high rate of speed cutting the hay. And you can see it's got a sharp edge right there. We've flipped the blades over and they're sharp and ready to go. Next up will be an oil change and a full filter change on the New Holland TD5050. This is our 100 horsepower diesel tractor, the one that operates the mower. And boy, it's filthy from spring field work. It'll get a good power washing. You can see there's still mud up on the rear drives and the axle and a lot of grease. And the special repair that has to happen is something that, a damage that I did. We're going to take a look here. So the hydraulic lines right here, you can see they're kinked, still operational, but this whole plate has been pulled away from the back of the tractor and is damaged. We've ordered parts. I'll have to take this piece off, straighten it, re-weld it, bolt it back on, and we'll replace the 4 main hydraulic lines for the rear remotes. They call that a farming oopsie. I've got the footage from that day. Let's take a look. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh. I didn't put the pin in. Oh boy. Look at the damage. Bent this whole plate. And these lines are supposed to pop off here and didn't. It's not leaking. Oh my God. I just didn't put the safety chain on. I didn't put the pin in. And dragged this whole disc by the hydraulic lines. That's going to need to be replaced. Take this hydraulic cylinder off. I'll need another hydraulic cylinder probably off the seeder. The other one looks pretty good, but I think we'll be able to keep going. It doesn't look like it's leaking at all, at least to get this field done. What a stupid thing to do. Okay, it's a different day, and we're going to do oil changes today on the tractors, or at least get the first tractor done, plus some repairs. I'm wearing my Packers colors for all my Wisconsin friends. Vikings, I'll wear my Vikings colors next time. First up, the 50/50, and it's going to be a little more complicated because we need to repair these hydraulic lines that we broke. All right, so we've got a hydraulic filter, we've got oil filter, and we've got a fuel filter. And then just opened up from New Holland, replacement hydraulic lines. There's 4 of them in there for the ones that are kinked over on the other side here. But first up, we've got to drain the oil. So there's no real good way to do this, and inevitably you get all messed up with drain oil, which is why I've got my little gloves on. But we'll see if we can get it open and get it draining. I always forget to check how many gallons of oil are in this. Oh, just made it. And I can never remember if I need a bigger container than 5 gallons. You'd think I'd look before I start running it so it doesn't dump all over the floor. So I'm going to keep this plug handy. Oh, there, it's slowing down. I've got a little container down below to catch any oil that I drip. And of course there's oil running a little bit, but not bad. There. Oil filter. No need to go more than hand tight on these filters. At least that's the way I was always taught. I used to work at a gas station. That tells you how old I am. When I was a teenager, I did oil changes at our filling station in our small town for cars and trucks, not tractors. But we had definite procedures we followed, and boy, if you didn't stick to the approved procedure, the boss would really yell at you. So that's how I do it, with a date on the top. Hey, welcome back. Next morning, now it's time to tackle the big repair job. We need to replace these hydraulic lines with the new lines that we got from New Holland. So first step, I think, is to take this 3-point hitch arm out of the way. So we're going to step back and unpin that so we have unobstructed access. I learned a long time ago, take a picture before you take it apart. There. This is the piece that bent and folded up and actually ripped when the hydraulic lines pulled on it. I would say that is shoddy construction, New Holland. That should have held, and those hydraulic lines should have popped, but instead it buckled. So we're going to do some fabrication. We're going to beef this up. Oh, that's slimy. All right, there, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that stainless line is kinked. And so that's why we ordered new lines. Okay, I re-welded this piece where it was broken, straightened it, and I've added some reinforcement, which you probably can't see very well. A heavy strip of steel there, and I welded a piece of steel there so that it can't buckle so easy. I've re-welded these tabs, and I don't know if it's strong enough to withhold the pressure of the hydraulic hoses snapping and releasing. That's what's supposed to happen. This is just, it's a poorly made piece, so New Holland, take note. Hopefully you've changed it for your tractors subsequently. All right, it's not pretty, but it fits. Now let's look at those new hydraulic lines. Little brass seals. Like that. And if I remember correctly, you got to really reef on them. All right, there it is. The new line's in place. No drips. So we're back in business.